Prop Fiends, we're back, ready to attack these bookies. We got Prelim Tim in the house. MMA Husky Hustler howling down below in Australia. Hopefully you guys are having a great week. Hopefully the viewers and forecasters are having a great week. We got a special guest, but let us hear how Prelim Tim is doing so far.
I'm doing okay. I don't love this card. I don't know if a lot of people do. I'm also in the middle of moving across the United States. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
So where do you live now and where are you moving to?
I live in New Jersey, and I'm moving to Florida, so all the way down the coast, eastern coast of the United States.
Maybe we make a trip to Florida someday, Husky Hustler. What do you say?
Yeah. Well, at least he'll be able to get dispose of his enemies quicker in the Florida swamplands. But yeah, things here in Australia are quite good. Beautiful sunny day, and looking forward to giving out some good props. Like Tim, look, it's not a great card, but there's a few opportunities there.
Lots of opportunities. We got Scully Taylor in the chat saying Zhang round 1 KO already. He's fired up, Scully Taylor. And we got Kyle Deuce saying, let's go, boys. I mean, we're fired up. We got some fire-ass content. We have a special guest. Y'all don't know who it is yet, but stay forecasted. We're getting ready for the prelim props in Shanghai. Let's get this cash. Husky, let's hear it. I'm having a shot.
So I'm going to kick off the card with my prelim prop being Zhang Yu by decision. Just looking over his record, his style of fighting, like he's got, 4.7 significant strikes per minute, and he tends to rely on volume over knockout power. He's only got 1 knockout in the last 6 fights. He's pretty durable. No KO losses on the record. His opponent typically absorbs well and hasn't been finished often, which leads this matchup towards the scorecards. And I think given Wrong's cardio output, decision, and even money, solid logic bet there.
Logic, and it's plus money, plus 100. Husky Hustler, Wrong Zoo is a 3-1 favorite in this fight over Austin Hubbard. I think he gets it done. Prelim Tim, how do you feel about this fight here in Shanghai?
Yeah, I think Hubbard's kind of a guy that's hard to bet on anymore. This is like what I think even his 3rd time in the UFC. And Zoo has looked good in his past fights. This is a good number that Husky is getting. I do think that Hubbard is probably durable enough and a good enough grappler to avoid any trouble. So the decision's probably a good look.
And let's not forget, Hubbard lost his last 2 fights by split decision to Alexander Hernandez and Marquel Medeiros. He's known to go the distance, obviously, in this fight. In China, the Chinese fighter, the China man, can win a decision. Great prop, Husky Hustler. Prelim Tim, you're the prelim specimen. And we're all waiting to hear what you got this week.
Yeah, so this one I see a lot of people on Zhao Long actually, but you is the much better wrestler. Yeah. You is a much better wrestler, and Long does get taken down quite a bit in his fights. They both seem to go to distance a lot. So for a plus 140 number, I think this stands out as a pretty good play. I do think you probably wins the fight, in my opinion. So this is what I'm deciding to go with on this one.
I like that Long down on the other side, but Husky, what are you feeling on this one?
Yeah, I think Zhang's activity will be there, but Yu's shots will land and have more impact, and the judges tend to value that of late. So with smart pacing and well-timed counters, he just makes for bigger moments and takes it. The only real thing there is just if the judges are going to be corrupt, but no, I think he pulls it off for the decision.
All right, boys. Do you want to hear what I got cooking?
Is it a shot of vodka?
I've been cooking all week with that round one. Weston Wilson doesn't really stand a chance. He's one of the biggest underdogs on this card. Yiza has smashed his opponents in previous fights, higher level competition fought, and I think as the biggest favorite in China, a Chinaman gets it done. Round one, absolute smash. We're getting plus money, plus 115 to be exact, and I really like this prop this week. I might be smoking the ZA, to be honest. I honestly did smoke the ZA before the prop being show, but I really like this one. It might be the most confident pick for me this week. The most confident prop, boys. What do you guys think? Does ZA get it done? Biggest favorite on the card.
I think he gets it done, but I'm not sure he gets it done by knockout. I'm actually trying to see when the last time he won by knockout is. I think it was 2019. So I don't want to spoil anything, but I might be looking for the fight to go the distance a little bit later. I do like Yiza. I like him a lot, but I'm not sure about the knockout, in my opinion.
Well, you just cut out there.
What do you feel on this one?
I think Tim's being a party pooper on both of us this week, mate.
No, he's not.
I think this is a very, very good bet. Anyone that's got Google in front of them, just type in UFC, click on Weston Wilson, and sit back and see how many first-round finishes this guy's been in. And majority of the time, he's on the receiving end. So I think it's a very logical bet. If you want to just play it a little bit safer, you can do the under 1.5. But look, this should be over within the first round based on previous performance and skill levels.
Yeah, and maybe Yiza gets submitted round one, right? Play the under 1.5, but I honestly think Yiza gets the best of them as a favorite. I'm fiending a favorite in this fight. And now the special guest is going to let us know what he's fiending. So we're just going to make it a little adjustment here. Let's welcome back to the show our good friend, Meatloaf. Everybody have a drink. Meatloaf is back. He's recovered.
So for my prelim prop, I mean, it's a risky. I know some people are high on the newcomer here, but Charles Johnson, man, decision. Striking, always outstrikes everyone, still manages to lose. I don't know how. Extremely close split decisions. But I think Johnson's going to outstrike him. I think he'll be able to keep it off the ground as well. And I think the striking will really come through. So I got Johnson by decision.
Yeah. He's got the juice at the butcher shop with Charles Johnson. I said Loner Kavanaugh was a lock of the week. I'm now a little scared about that now that Loaf's here. Obviously, Charles has won a number of fights. He has a ton of experience, more experience than Loner Kavanaugh. But I think Loner Kavanaugh's too precise and accurate with the punches. He's going to keep the fight on the feet, not look to go for the takedowns. Although that's how he won his last fight. He's been low output in his last couple fights. Loaf could be onto something here.
His last two fights, he was outstruck. So, I mean, that has to give me a slight advantage for Johnson on the feet for sure. If he can get to the ground, some takedowns and control time, yeah, I mean, it'll be another close split decision, I would say. But Johnson takes it on the feet, I'd say.
In China with the Chinese heritage, I think Loner greases a split decision. But let's hear what Prelim Tim has to say in Husky Hustler here.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Loaf. I was watching the show back when you were on like a lot more often, so it's cool to see you.
Oh,
yeah, it's been a little bit of a while off, so
yeah. But yeah, I like Charles Johnson, so this is good for me. I'm playing the money line, and I think the decision is probably viable as well. But I think he gets it done.
Husky, this is
I'm not going to wreck
OG from the show.
I'm not going to wreck the Legends return. Nice to meet you, Loaf. I do think this goes to a decision. Look, I'm siding with the opposite person there, but Charles is a veteran.
Same here, bro.
I can easily see that this goes to a decision and Charles pulls it off. So not going to debate that at all.
And not going to lie, we need an upset on this event. A lot of big favorites. Someone is going to spoil the party, and it could be Charles Johnson. So beware. He has the experience. Loner Kavanaugh, looking at the statistics, has not really looked that good in his last couple fights, but Ilya Taporia speaks very, very, very highly of him. And I think he can just grease it out in this one. Split decision, unanimous decision. This is going to be a 15-minute competitive fight. Tune in first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. It's 5 a.m. for me. What time is it for you guys?
I think it's starting at like 4, something like that for me.
I thought it was 4 for us too.
Might be 4.
I think it's 4, yeah.
Yeah. I normally get up for these, but I don't know if I can do it anymore with the kid. So we'll see.
All I can say is you can all suck it because it's finally at a decent time here in Australia, and it's going to be on at around 5 p.m. So I can enjoy my day, and I can actually just have a couple of wines and ease into the UFC while you guys are snoring like babies.
Hey, don't be lying. You like that vodka?
Yeah, not from time to time.
Well, wine all alone seems kind of sus. You better get that vodka into you.
Wine is fine, but liquor is quicker.
Yes, sir. And we got to get this quick money, some quick finishes on this card. We're going to continue with the main card props. Husky's ready to continue on with that plus money. And it's a common pick this week, Husky.
Yeah, look, I think anyone with 2 sets of eyes and ears pretty much knows that Zhang's going to get the knockout in this matchup. Look, anything can and will happen inside the octagon, but it's an event in China. They've picked their opponent very, very carefully for Zhang to get another knockout. And if you look at his professional record, I think it's like over 80% finishes in round 1, which is just crazy.
All of his finishes are in round 1.
I do believe he had a sub once.
Oh, did he?
I'd have to look.
I think all of his.
Yeah. Anyone in the chat, feel free to have a look at that.
100% finish rate in round 1.
In round 1, yeah.
But look, if you even just go and look up his profile on Google, all you see is ones. There's literally like 1 round 2 and 1 round 3, and that was years ago. So I think he's on like something like an 8 or 9 knockout in a row. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's on 9 knockouts in a row in the first round. Like, that's incredible. And as I mentioned in my breakdown of my predictions video on MMA Husky Hustler on YouTube, I do believe he's got the Wushu finger hold figure out for that round 1 finish.
Yeah, well, that's how he has been doing it. Johnny Walker's chin is hard to trust. I'm not the type of guy to have trust in it and even hedge bet this type of fight. I like Ming Yang Zhang round 1 KO as well. Prelim Tim, what are you saying? You're pretty quiet over there.
Yeah. I feel like I'm disagreeing with everything again. I'm not.
That's all right. You can get back in the bathtub.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing that. I don't think I'm trusting anything on this card to put something like that on the line.
Hey, that's right, bro. It's a tricky event.
Yeah, but I'm not going to play this one. I think Walker could knock him out. I mean, I think Zhang, sure. I mean, who has he really beaten? He fought George Tacos in the UFC. He fought
Anthony Tacos was hitting him good in that fight too, eh?
Exactly, yeah. George Tacos is 11-5.
Smith, the greatest fighter that's ever graced the octagon.
Anthony Smith recently at like 40 years old, though. So, I mean, nothing about Zhang really tells me. I'm not really going to play him for this kind of line. I'm just going to sit back and watch this one.
And you know what? The line keeps getting to be less value on it because everyone's taking Ming Yang Zhang round 1 KO. There's less value on this line, and you got to parlay it at this point. It's tough to single bet something under plus money. You probably won't see plus money now at this point. I think Ming Yang Zhang is the most confident pick for a lot of people just because of Johnny Walker's chin. But we're going to move on and talk about a completely different fight now, a fight that might not even should have happened. Look at the way Ortega was looking at those face-offs and weigh-ins. Boys, what do you think? Can Sterling still win this decision, Prelim Tim? How confident are you on this one?
Yeah, I'm confident. So if I'm going to pay something like plus 100, I want somebody that's more proven, somebody that grapples. Grappling's a lot more predictable than knockout strikes. So Aljamain Sterling is a guy that is usually pretty good to bet on. Brian Ortega, he's not bad himself, but I think that they will be even on the feet. I think Aljo is a better wrestler. I think that Ortega will keep from being submitted. I don't think there's much risk in this fight being finished because I don't think that Aljo can submit Brian Ortega, and I don't really think Aljo is a knockout puncher. So I think it still goes to distance. I think Aljo wins pretty comfortably. I also think that there's a good chance that Ortega recovers from all the weight problems that he had. So, but this is my play. I think medium high confidence.
And I was even saying to Ryan, I like this pick as well. Aljamain Sterling, if you watch, like, I mean, we all seen Brian on the weight scales too. Didn't look good at all. And I mean, but also for a decision, Brian Ortega has been cracked hard by Diego Lopez. And he survived that guillotine from Volkanovski. So, I mean, he's a tough fucker. So I'd say decision's the easy play there.
Yeah, he probably does recover. Let's be honest. Ortega has the motivation, and he's tough as nails. Yeah. I doubt he gets finished. Aljo's not a huge finisher. Husky, what are you thinking on this one?
Look, I had Sterling by decision all week, and obviously the weight cut was a massive concern. During the face-offs, my goodness, he looked horrible in that face-off. But look, the fact of the matter is the guy's got a head like a concrete block. And, you know, he has a very, very, very high skill ground game with the jiu-jitsu. So I don't see Sterling putting him away by submission. I don't see him knocking him out. So I think the decision's probably on the cards. My only caution there is, look, at some point, Father Time catches up to everyone. And as horrible as he looked, I mean, there is
Hawani's here.
But I still think it'd be the decision.
Let's go. Ariel Hawani in the chat. Kyle Dew said best video ever. Is he being serious here? I mean, this is one of the best shows all time for the prop fiends. We're getting liquored up, and these bookies are going to be sicker than fuck after we're done with them. We're going to absolutely crush them. I love everything Prelim Tim is saying, Husky's saying, and I'm glad Meatloaf is back and recovering. You know, everybody goes through some ups and downs in life, but what makes you the person you are is what you can go through and the person you are at the other side. I mean, nothing will make you quit. You got to keep going and pushing through. And at the end of the day, you're going to know what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find out what's best for you. And Husky, I guess it's not Husky's turn. I guess it's my turn to let you know what's best for you. And it's Sergey Pavlovich by KO. 16th KO win. Waldo falls 1-6 by knockout. It's Waldo's 16th pro fight. You smashed the knockout bet, and most likely 16th round 1 knockout win for Pavlovich. He's a hard hitter. His last 2 fights went the distance, and he's ready to make a statement in Shanghai, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna pour a drink. Prelim, what do you got to say?
Yeah, this is on my card too. I think there's a good chance of it happening. Acosta doesn't really have a lot of knockouts on his knockout losses on his record, but if you look at who he's fought, he's really had a run of like the worst heavyweights that the UFC has to offer. And Pavlovich has knocked out some of the biggest names that the UFC has had. So I think that it's like rubber meets the road, and I think this time Pavlovich probably knocks him out. It'll probably round 2, I guess I would say.
Round 2, Pavlovich, Meatloaf, how are you feeling? I'm trying to find the power for the computer because it got unplugged.
Well, I mean, as you'll see shortly, I'm not sure if he put the slide on or not, but I'm going with the opposite side for this one. I know a lot of people are going to be disagreeing with me on that. But Pavlovich in his last 2 fights, I mean, I've seen him start to be really hesitant going in. His last 2 fights coming to decision against Volkanovski, Volkov. And then before that, Rosenstruck was after Volkov. But his last 2 coming by decision, he seemed a lot more hesitant than he usually does. And if he's hesitant against Waldo Courts, especially, of course, having that jab, and if he can get takedowns and get some control time too, if Pavlovich can't finish it within 1.5, 2 rounds, man, if he goes deep, I'd say, well.
Well, we seem to have lost everyone there. But look, I'm actually in agreement with Loaf on this one. Whilst I have got Sergey getting the win, and I do think he should get that knockout. He's got the significant power advantage. If he goes back to what he was doing previously before the knockout from Tom Aspinall, he's going to get that win. But I'd be a little cautious on this one. Like Waldo's been looking pretty good, and I could easily see this being grinded out to be a decision overall on the scorecards. So I'm not super confident, but it should happen. Are you guys back yet?
No sound, no sound yet.
I think
So
we're back.
yeah, I hear you. Yeah, no, gone again. You lost the video. Okay,
we're having technical difficulties. Ryan's figured it out here.
yeah. So I'll talk a little bit about this one. Are you back now? Okay. So what you guys were saying about how he's looked recently, but he was fighting Jairzinho Rosenstruck, who is a lot more dangerous on the feet than Waldo Acosta. Acosta is kind of like a cardio and volume version.
I think we're back.
Okay, there they are.
Yeah, the computer lost power. My power unplugged, so we were gonna die. So I got that plugged back in, and then everything went weird.
You're weird.
I'm weird as shit.
Do you have your slides or no?
Yeah, let's continue on whatever the fuckery that was. We got Meatloaf up next.
Did it go to the next slide? No, it didn't. That's not me. That's you. Oh yeah. So I don't know. I think it was Husky who said it earlier. I got to agree with the Ming Zhang. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm baked as shit.
Ming Yang Zhang, baby.
Anyway, I got to agree with him, man. I think he gets it done. If you look at his he's been just rattling off round 1 KOs, and we all know Walker is extremely chinny, man. If he gets touched on that chin, you know, he's definitely hitting the canvas at least. He might not be knocked out cold, but he's hitting it on the canvas, and his ground and pound is ferocious. So I got to go with him to get it done in China. So I'd say it's a round 1 KO easily.
And we easily got the technical difficulties sorted out. What do you guys think about that?
Amazing.
That was some fuckery. I'm sorry about that. Husky's pissed. But how do you feel about Ming Yang Zhang under 1.5 with Johnny Walker? It covers both sides. Only 10 cents in the difference between Ming Yang Zhang knockout and under 1.5. It might be the safest play. Ming Yang Zhang is unproven. He's fought some pretty low-level competition. He gets hit a lot in his fights. Johnny Walker is always known to pull off something crazy.
Johnny Walker also gets hit a fucking lot, man.
Yeah, and Johnny Walker has the worst chin out of these two fighters.
Glass chin. So that's why I'm scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a setup fight. It's in China.
Yeah, we kind of talked about this one before, but I mean, if you if you think about the position that he's in now, this is kind of where Johnny Walker was like 5 years ago or something like that when he first got into the UFC. He was knocking everybody out himself before he hurt his elbow doing the worm, if you guys recall all this. So I mean, yeah. So I'm just not ready to trust him at these kind of numbers yet, but I understand why everybody is betting it though. I'm just gonna stay away from it.
Yeah, Johnny Walker was supposed to be that guy. Maybe Walter Walker is that guy, but we just don't know and we can't trust. So let's keep it rolling with the show here. The value props have a lot of meat on the bone, and Husky is roaring. We already heard a roar from the Husky in the back there. So let's hear what the value prop is. Seems a little crazy, but we're open ears.
Oh, he's going all in.
First off, Tim, I like
put the house on
when you're not moving and you're stressed out, mate, because I feel you'd be more on board with this one if you weren't having the move going on. Look, Weston Wilson, every single one of his wins has come by submission in the first round. He doesn't get out of the first round. If you're going to give me $34 to 1 that he gets a submission against someone that's really not that good, if you look at the odds, you'd think this guy is like GSP caliber with the odds. He's not. So there is a potential that he could get the sub, and I'm going to take it.
See, the only thing I had problems with this one, especially looking at Yizaw's overall record, man. Yizaw has 13 subs, and he's only been subbed once in his whole career. So that shows overall he's really good on the ground, too. And especially just with all his finishes, man. Weston Wilson also has, how many round one losses he had? I think it's 5 or 6. It's up there. So at the end of the day, I mean, I got to go with the round one for Yizaw, but Weston Wilson definitely can pull it off. He pulled it off last fight against Sergey. So, I mean, he definitely can get it done, but I'm definitely going to go with Yizaw.
And nothing but value on the freaking line here. Plus 3,300. Are we hearing that correctly?
That's right.
So 34-1 for Weston Wilson to win in round one submission, and that is how he's going to win if he wins.
Why not have a sprinkle?
But also, I want to mention Husky Hustler. If the bookies have it priced that wide, they obviously think he's not going to win. Because you got to look at Yizaw's submission round one. And that's
bookies, smookies, bookies, okay? It don't matter. If you're going to have
the bookies are smoking that Yizaw.
Like yeah. And how many times
the bookies are smoking that Yizaw?
How many times have we seen this in MMA where people thinks it's impossible? Just last week, cum shot can't go the distance. It'll never go past 1.5 rounds. And what happened? So you get odds.
Well, you just got to open up that third eye and you'll see it.
Then why not?
Well, when the bookies boost Tom's up by finish.
He's absolutely not wrong. I mean, everyone last weekend had Asakura, but I had Elliott, man. I thought Elliott was going to pull it in with that. I thought it was going to be a decision. I never thought that sub would happen. But wow, that's what I mean. Anything can happen in a fight, man.
Yeah, it's mixed martial arts. Like anything can and will happen inside of that octagon. And unfortunately, Hooper lost. Asakura, he's not lost. I mean, that guy wants to go back to Ryzen, and he might as well go back to Ryzen. I lost 1,200 on the fucking lock of the week parlay. I should get slapped because I said I was going to slap the bookies, and I got my ass slapped. So that's unfortunate. We lost 1,200 on one bet. But, we can make money at the end of the week consecutively. So you got to join for $5 a month or $28 a month to become a Zodiac forecaster, to see the codes on these fights and to see the picks, the confidence levels each and every week. We're not going to stop. The prop fiends are not going to stop. Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, you're going to tune in and you're going to find out. Prelim Tim's here, ready to produce on the prelims each and every week. He's been hot. Give him a follow. And check out the Husky Hustler. The dude is howling each and every event. He wants to be one of the best. He already is one of the best in a short period of time. And the followings and the followers and the comments and the likes are going to continue to go up for all three of us. The F3 community is ready to go. We're ready to fire it up in Shanghai. Let's go, boys.
All right, so this is
dogs and cats.
This is the opposite of what we've kind of been talking about so far on the show. It's kind of in line with the same way that Husky's thinking, as in like a value bet. So we're getting a huge number on Yizaw, plus 750 to go to decision. Most of his wins have been by submission. And Weston Wilson has been submitted, I think, like 6 times. Let me see. He's been submitted 4 times in 9 losses. But Yizaw has only fought a little bit of UFC level competition, and he's gone to decision twice in those fights. I also think that Weston Wilson's grappling is not that bad, so maybe he can keep from getting submitted by Yizaw. I don't really think much of Yizaw on the feet. It's possible he knocks out Weston Wilson. Weston Wilson's kind of goofy in terms of his striking. He comes out in that karate stance like Wonder Boy, but he's not as slick as Wonder Boy at all. He kind of swings from his hips. So I don't see a knockout necessarily happening. I don't see a submission happening. I actually like this to go to decision quite a bit, especially for the number. And I'm also betting the fight to go over 1.5, which is also plus money, and to go to distance, which is plus 500. So I'm going to kind of go all in a little bit on this one. I think it's better than it's being lined at.
Over 1.5 or plus money is especially good.
I like that round one. I might be smoking this. I might eat pizza every day at lunch, but you know what? I'm taking the round 1 bet. Prelim Tim. This is a huge number. This is value on the line. I think this favorite wins for sure. Now let's take a backtrack to fucking Julius Juicebox Walker. Remember that decision win? He was the biggest favorite on the card. He won a decision, a ton of value on the line. How can you say this is not live? He's a huge favorite. He's probably going to win. He's a better fighter. It's in China. He's from China. There's a lot of ways. There are many ways to attack the bookies, and we got to attack them. So do what's comfortable for you. Manage your bankroll wisely. Set a bankroll that is also comfortable for you, and let's attack together. F3 community. And let's give a shout out to Kyle Deuce being active in the chat. And we have a new guy, some new people listening in, being active in the chat. I want to thank them for tuning in, staying forecasted. This is not the end. This is only the start of something great. Thanks for tuning in. And I think we should give out money on the show like we always do. I think we should. $50 giveaway on the Prop Fiends show. Guaranteed. Husky, you let us know this week how we're going to give out $50 to the people tuning in live to the Prop Fiends show.
So,
8 p.m. Eastern time on Friday.
We're going to set some rules for this one, but now the first person
rules. I want obligations.
In the comment section, the first person to type, wine is fine, but liquor is quicker. And it has to be spelt correctly.
Now, that's a big message to type. That's a big message to type. Whoever does it, I guess, gets that 50. So that's a big message to type.
Wine is fine, but liquor is quicker.
There it is.
Yeah, we're giving it. Oh, Scully.
Yeah.
Is it Scully, boys?
Yeah,
Scully got it. Scully's the man this week with that $50 from the Prop Fiends show, 8 p.m. Eastern time. He's quick at it. He's in the live chat.
He got it twice before anybody else.
Oh, he's all over it. Let's pull it up. I thought I clicked that already. We got E. Mendez, new forecaster, prelim attacker, Husky Howler in the chat here. But Scully Taylor wins that $50. Let's all give a clap to Husky and Scully and Prelim and Fiend. We're giving out another $50. Scully. I mean, this guy has been active since the get-go on this show, and he motivates me to continue to do the show. I know the followers and the views might not be where they're at, but we're going to continue to attack and not give up and quit on what we know is possible, attacking these bookies and producing profit as possible. The show is entertainment. We appreciate Scully Taylor, Kyle Deuce, and we're going to continue the show, not waste your time. We're not here for 3 fucking hours. Are you serious? We're here to have some fun while we're here, and I am locked in on the value prop. Now, it's not as valuable as Meatloaf, Husky, Prelim. I like Nurajai and Crosby over 1.5 rounds at plus 185. A lot of people think this fight's going under. I think it's going over. Almost 3-1 is a crazy price. Value on that over. I mean, you got to have balls. You got to grab them with a grip and go for it. I think this fight goes over 1.5. Obviously, it can end round 1. Not going to lie, it could. Both fighters are going to go for it round 1. Main card headliner fight. But I think it just goes over 1.5 and we can cash in here. Meatloaf, what do you think on this one? It's obviously a fight we talked about throughout the day. We agreed upon it. And then we'll go to the other two.
This one I struggle with. I'm not sure when it comes to the over the 1.5 rounds. I mean, especially against a guy who's debuting in the UFC and against Kiefer Crosby. I don't really know. I don't think I personally think it is going to be under 1.5, but it could very well be over. But at the end of the day with this fight, I know, Ryan, I think you have Crosby on this one. Do you?
Yeah, I got Crosby. I mean, he's a huge underdog.
I have Nuruji on this one. Crosby's been submitted 3 times. Nuruji I think he had a submission the fight before last, so it's fresh in the mind. So I think he can get the submission, hopefully. But if not, the experience edges it out sometimes, especially if Kiefer Crosby. So he very well could get it done. We always seen debut people crack under pressure coming into the UFC, so it very well could happen. But I got Nuruji for this one.
Yeah, the UFC debut is tough, boys. What do you think?
So my thinking on this
is he's short notice. It's not just a UFC debut. He's short notice.
Yeah. Is this the main card opener?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have to wonder why
ready to go off 2 losses in the UFC.
Right, but why are they putting this kid on the main card opener unless they're trying to showcase him? And he has a lot of finishes though, so I feel like maybe it's primed to finish pretty quickly. And Crosby's been knocked out a couple times. He's 35 years old. The other guy's 24. So I don't know. It's tough. I think for the over, I would like to see a bigger number based on those kind of stats. But it's not terrible. I mean, he is a new guy. Maybe he comes out slow. I mean, we've seen this kind of stuff happen a lot. So
yeah. At first look, I definitely thought Nuruji could knock him out, but Crosby has only been knocked out once, if not ever. He's been
Crosby's been knocked out once.
He's been knocked out once. He's usually getting submitted in his last 2 fights in the UFC. He got submitted to Sam Patterson and Kevin Jousset. Now, those are high-level guys. He has the comfortability inside of the organization. Fought 2 good guys, honestly, in the UFC. Now, we're looking for
so Sam Patterson and Kevin Jousset are
we're looking for
opponents.
A favorite.
Husky, are you still there?
And who's the last guy that Nuruji
Yeah, mate, I'm still here. I can't get a word in.
1-1?
So I guess you and I maybe. Wait, are they back now? Joseph, are you good now?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you froze. I don't know if you knew that, but
maybe. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Nuruji. He beat a guy 1-1 in his last fight. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, that's not great.
Well, first off, I apologize, Fight Fiend, because I'm going to go against you here a little bit. What have I always said about the openings?
You're going to break my heart even more, man.
What have I always said about the openings to main cards? They want a finish. The matchmakers put people together for a highlight, whether that's a knockout or a submission. They do it for a reason. And if you look at the record of Crosby, he's been finished in every one of his losses. He's lost in the first round out of his last 7 fights, 8 fights. So he's been finished in the first round in 8 fights that he's lost. And of the other 2 that he lost, he was finished in the second. So, I mean, based on that, it's going to be hard getting past that 1.5. But if you look at also his opponent, he has finished. He's finished the last 3 matches in the first round. The one before that in the second. So, I mean, like Tim said, I'd like to see better odds.
Yeah, that's good insight.
You're only disagreeing with Joseph on that one because at the end of the day, I have the exact same thing. I think Nuruji gets it done in the first round.
Yeah. I mean, like Husky was saying, and like I was trying to say too, why are they showcasing this guy who's only 24? They're expecting him to get like a highlight reel finish. So
that all the alcoholics that have been drinking during the prelims go, the main
remember all the treats they brought on the full card prediction?
They're all boozed up, and then they get to cheer to have the event start. That's
all right. So we're all going against Joseph. I feel bad. So here's what we'll do. If it does go over 1.5 rounds, Husky will do a pant spear.
That ain't happening this year.
Do it, Husky.
Loaf will.
Triple dog.
Loaf's down for it.
Okay, how about this? Everybody listening, we got 7 viewers. I will do another pants beer if this fight does not go over 1.5.
If it goes over 1.5, I'll do a gram dab.
I think I have shatter in the bedside table. I got some shatter in there.
What's that?
I don't know if you guys are familiar with dabs, but don't do it. A dab is like it's shatter, so it's 90% THC. So a whole gram is like $50 hoop.
AKA you'd be fucked.
Yeah, you'd be fried.
Yeah, it's BC shatter. I wouldn't do it.
I would.
Honestly, but I would do a pants beer if this fight goes under 1.5. I would. I don't want to.
No more liquor for Ryan.
No, I'll have more, but honestly, I have confidence in the over 1.5 for Crosby and Nurjai. Y'all can bet the under. Y'all can bet the favorite. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to cash in on this over 1.5. Juice on the line. Let's keep the show moving along. Let's have another shot. And you know what? Pants beer guaranteed. If this fight does not go over 1.5. Prelim Tim Husky say I will do a pants beer if this fight does not go.
No,
I will not do a pants beer.
I'm not doing one for this card. No.
I will. I will. I'm that confident. You guys don't have the balls I do. I'm going to grip them, and I'm going to take for Crosby to win the fight.
I think you're going to be doing a pants beer, buddy.
But this fight just needs to go over 1.5.
My wife hates when I do pants beers. Because I make my wife record it, and she hates having to do it.
I bet she does.
Yeah.
Joseph, haven't you heard, mate?
What the odds
to leave the state because he keeps doing pants beers. They've kicked him
I
out.
wonder what the odds are on
Florida.
Prelim Tim's wife on liking the pants beers. What are the odds on Prelim Tim's wife liking the pants beers?
They're
like 0.00 times affinity a billion.
It's like plus 1,000.
What about this one? Meat loaf?
Okay, I do know a lot of people are also going to disagree with me. Oh, we already talked about this anyway, I'm pretty sure.
At some point on the show, we
But
did.
no, I got Waldo Courts Acosta by decision, man. I mean, I already said what I need to say about him, man. I think it goes into the deep. If Cerdan can't tag him and put him out, I think it's going to go into deeper waters. And I feel like Courts Acosta will just have more stamina. He'll use that jab a lot and just edge out a decision over Sergey. So I got Waldo Courts Acosta, especially at that price point and how he's been doing in the UFC. I got to at least give it a chance.
Yeah, I think this is really
good value prop.
Yeah. I think it's really sharp. Yeah, it's good because he's for what he does well. It's cardio and volume striking. So I think if he does win, it probably will be by decision. So this is for a good number.
And Weston.
I mean, I'm probably going to bet it. I said Pavlovich was a lock of the week. I might take him as a lock of the week. The locks of the week are undetermined, unfigured out.
But I mean, it's very likely that Pavlovich can win with that knockout. I wouldn't consider it a lock, though, for sure, especially against a guy who's, I think he's 11-1. Is he? Yeah, 11-1.
Well, when the numerology tells you that it's the 16th fight for Waldo, he can fall 1-6 by knockout in Pavlovich's 16th knockout win. I think you got to have faith, Fiends. I think you got to hammer.
Did numerology also say Chase Hooper had it without a doubt?
Yeah, it did. God damn it, it did.
Didn't it also say Aaron Pico?
Cooper Scooper from...
Yeah, Pico. Didn't it say Asakura a bit too?
It might have said Pico, but it said Lerone Murphy. The only way to win was by knockout. I bet it. It hit. I bet Chimaev decision. It hit. The bookies boosted Chimaev inside the distance. I knew it wasn't going to hit. So me and Fatal bet decision Chimaev, and it hit. We walked away with 1,200 profit. No, not profit. We recovered the 1,200. Yeah, we went even, but we didn't post those bets. Numerology.
I'm honestly, out of all the fights on the card, man, I'm honestly excited. I'm really excited to see Waldo Courts and Sergey, man. I feel like that fight's gonna surprise a lot of people. I feel like that's gonna be a banger.
I'm gonna choke you up. No, I need Pavlovich in this one, boys. I told you the numerology. The Zodiac can't let me down. I got Pavlovich. I'm going to take him as a lock of the week and suffer the consequences like I did with Hooper, like I did with Asakura. Christ almighty. Loaf, if you're right, there's meat on the bone here, plus 500.
It just reminds me of another Tim Elliott fight, in all honesty. It just reminds me of that. It reminds me of a guy who's going to grind it out when it comes to cardio and wrestling and control time. And I feel like Waldo Courts will use that. But next slide, we can go to the next one because we already discussed that one.
Well, that's it for the value props, boys. You got to join the Fight Fiend Forecast, Hustlers YouTube. And also comment on my full card prediction video each and every week for your chance to win $100. The most confident parlay above plus 100 with hashtag F3 gets 100. You got lots of time. Not really. The fights are early this week, but you got to get after it. You got to get that 100. We've had a lot of winners. Tristan Money Man has been getting after it. We got Bryn Ray with a streak. We got Husky himself with a streak on the $100 giveaway. All right, so tune in, find out, get that $100. Put your most confident parlay in my full card prediction show. And not only that, Prelim Tim, let them know what to do on your Substacks. I've tuned in, and I'm ready to go this week.
So yeah, I do breakdowns on Substack. It's substack.com/@PrelimTim. Usually I do full card breakdowns. Right now I'm doing full card for the Contender Series only. I'm going to scale back to just breaking down the fights that I'm specifically betting on for the main UFC cards, just for a few weeks while I'm moving and everything, and I'm busy with the Contender Series breakdowns because it's a lot of work to watch all the fights for a contender. But I'll eventually go back to full card. You can also follow me on Instagram, Prelim Tim MMA.
Husky, how do people find you?
Very, very simple. You look up MMA Husky Hustler on YouTube. You go check out some of the best predictions in the game. Whether you agree or disagree, hey, leave a comment on the video. We can chop it up together.
And we're going to get after it together. The F3 community is fired up, ready to go for this event. 46 minutes in. We're not going to make it an hour. We're not going to make it 3 hours, but F3 is going to tear apart UFC Shanghai. Meatloaf is back. He's going to make that money. Prelim Tim's going to produce.
One thing I do want to ask everyone about here, I just want to see how you guys think of this fight, because I this is the one I'm struggling with the most. Mahashete or whatever. I need to know what you guys think on that one.
Mahashete and Gage Young, let us know. 50-50 fight. What do you guys think on this one? I think Mahashete, I'll start it off. I think Mahashete can grind it out, get it done. He's a China man in China. I think he gets it done. I mean, he knocked out Steve Garcia.
Yeah,
I'll remember that.
That was the notable win.
Prelim, what do you think?
Go, Tim?
I heard you talking.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think this is another one that I'm just avoiding. It's kind of hard to tell. Gage Young is newer, so I don't have a really good feel for him yet. Mahashate has been dangerous, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just not really sure about either one of these guys. So this is the kind of fight that I'll just avoid.
Yeah, it's probably the smartest thing in a 50-50 fight. Anything can happen.
Yeah, I can see why you're on the fence with this one. I was myself. What it came down to, where I made my decision, I think Mahashate's reach and striking versatility should give him the edge if he keeps it on the feet. Look, Young is tough. He'll test him, but unless he chains the takedowns nonstop, he's likely going to get picked apart at range. And I'm going to side with the Chinese fighter, because if it does go to the judges, we all know that they're crooked and corrupt. We all know Mahashate will get his hand raised in China.
See, that's what I had Mahashate by decision, so I just wanted to make sure you guys were around the same ballpark.
Yeah, in China, we haven't been there in a while. We had COVID-19. We have not been there in a minute. So
I've never been there.
The judges score the fights. You've never been to China? I've never been there. I've been sitting in Prince Edward Island for a while now. I don't plan to go to China, but listen, this is the second time in Shanghai, the 8th time the UFC is going to China, and they haven't been there in over 6 years. So let's get ready to go. Let's follow Prelim Tim along this adventure. Husky Hustler is howling. Let's hit it. Fight Fiend is ready to fucking go. Meatloaf is back. We're going to make this money. Let's attack these bookies. Let's slap them on the ass this week. I mean, we're not here to waste your time. We're here to have a good time. We're here for 50 minutes. Nonetheless, thank you, Scully Taylor, for being active, Kyle Deuce, and everyone else. Scully got that 50, though, so you got to be here on the Prop Fiend show in the live chat.
And it was good meeting you guys, by the way, and good to be back, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Luke.
Prelim, final messages.
Nice to meet you, bud.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the chat. Thank you for keeping up with us. And hopefully it's a good card. It's going to require us on this side of the world, on the Husky, to wake up pretty early. So hopefully they give us something worth getting up like that for.
You can get up and watch the fights like I have to every week. So suck it.
Yeah. I wish he would suck it.
Easy, Tiger.
Fuck.